Alright, so before we start the race today at Michigan, I gotta say that originally I had done all of practice, qualifying, and happy hour, but unfortunately the game crashed. Um, Only about 5 laps into the race, when I was watching a replay of a caution, actually. Yeah, it occurred, yeah, pretty early on. But unfortunately, I had it saved, the race results, up to that point, basically meaning that I had to start from scratch. Um, but yeah, as you can see, I got pole again. Blew the engine right at the end, and well, I mean, I guess I could just skip the intro or put this after the intro, but whatever. Does anybody even like that intro? I haven't heard any opinions about it. This one kind of looks like it comes from the SpongeBob paint scheme. I think that was the number one car back when the SpongeBob SquarePants movie came out. Oh, I guess there's something similar on the 18 pattern-wise, so perhaps not. I don't know. If anybody heard a Discord sound just now, that wasn't you, that was me. That's my Discord. Somebody messaging me right now. But also, I realized that I still have not changed the number 83. What's it called? I know there's a name. War Wagon. I think it's called the War Wagon. Yeah, but I haven't changed it from the original number 83, Aaron's Dream Machine 1. And maybe we can chalk that up to, I don't know, bad funding or something, but I'll have it fixed eventually. I swear. This intro's already gone on too long. Let's just get into it. Oh, there's dots on the DuPont one as well. Cool. Hello everyone and welcome to Michigan International Speedway once again for the GFS Marketplace 400, another 50-lap race around the fastest track in NASCAR, the 2-mile D Oval, where the cars can reach speeds well past 200, even 210. As I mentioned in practice, which doesn't exist anymore because of the game crashing and my forgetting to save. I was able to attain speeds of about 208, I think, into turn 1. I think I managed to get up to 208 or so. I don't think we'll be seeing anything near that speed in the race today, but yeah, you'll definitely see the cars hitting 200 down both straights actually. So, yeah, we're back at Michigan quite so soon. The GOAT who won the previous Michigan race, of course, starts on pole today, after putting in a lap time about 0.2 of a second faster than that of Christian Bracken, who starts second today. Second row, we have Lucas Evans and Eli Wolf. Remember that Evans had that horrifying crash in practice in the first Michigan race of the season, and he's had three consecutive second-place finishes in the previous 3 races, so he's definitely going to be hoping to maintain that consistency, but more importantly, to go for that race win today. We've got, as mentioned, Eli Wolf starting alongside Evans on the second row. We got Chris Harvey and Steve Morgan. We got Mathis Wells and Lyle Austin. We got Gerald Pepper and Joey Trickle, Max Davis, and Gil Samaya, who definitely put in a much better qualifying performance than in previous races. Actually, no, Watkins Glen, really something of an outlier. Of course, you'd expect the Jasper Motorsports cars to be at the front of the field today, but as you can see, all these people up front who did a better job in qualifying than they, really put in the work and are giving them a run for their money. Max Davis certainly one of those people. Daniel Voiles, Joe Allen, Reggie Fogelman, Brittany White, Bob and Flobo, Annie Thomas, Harry Langestein, Jana Fogelman, Riley Spurley, Matthew Burnett, Dylan Erbahemian, Colin Cropley, Samet Özkan, Eric Monaco, Patrick Smith. There's a guy who hasn't done well today. Zane, Futlego, Sato, Shadavold, Hicks, Whitlock, Franco Salin, Tykean Johnson, and rounding out the field today, Leroy Jenkins and Estacio Pique. So, without any further hesitation, let's just get straight into it. Just reading the messages that I got on Discord. Once again, if anybody got confused, that was somebody messaging me on Discord. So the Discord notifications that you may have heard, that I assume you heard, assuming that that OBS is picking up all desktop audio, which I assume it is. It's one of those long sentences where I lose my train of thought. But yeah, if you heard Discord notification sounds, those were me. I don't know why I have to be so insistent on it, but I guess it's because I'm the type of person who hears a Discord ping and usually finds myself leafing through every single server I'm in to see who the hell has mentioned me or something. Because sometimes it doesn't even show up in the little inbox thing where your mentions and other important notifications are supposed to be located. But yeah, anyways, obviously I did pretty well at the previous Michigan race. Interpret my restatement of this fact any way you will, but yeah, that last time I really got into it. I wanted to do well at Michigan, and I thought it would be very similar to California, which I completely trounced the field, of course. But I found it to be quite a different beast. Different beast? Did I just say different beast? I don't know. But whatever. We'll gloss over that for now. Green flag is out. We are underway. The GOAT leading the field to the start-finish line to begin the GFS Marketplace 500. Another one of the... Is it 500 or 400? It's 400. 500? 400. Yes. 400. Whatever. And that is the GOAT taking a commanding lead as expected. Lucas Evans giving Christian Bracken a run for her money now. Eli Wolf and Chris Harvey following on the outside line. Steve Morgan, Mathis Wells on the inside there. Gil Samaya giving Gerald Pepper a nudge. Both running a bit higher than usual. Drew turn 4 there. Cars following very closely together. The GOAT's going to lead lap 1. So yeah, as you can see, even Adalberto Franco at the back of the field reaching 206 miles an hour before slowing for turn 1. The GOAT already out of turn 2 there. You can really feel the inertia of that car as it settles heading out of turn 2. Getting ever so close to the outside wall. Comes to GOAT out of turn 4 now. Take a look at his speed. Oh. Only making it to 202. So even the drivers at the back of the field, faster on the straights, but, well, this is just how the GOAT likes it. He may be slower on the straights, but if he's faster in the turns, he's content with that. Christian Bracken falling into oblivion while we weren't paying attention. Now Lucas Evans firmly in second place, a position that he's really familiarized himself with in previous races here. But Steve Morgan falling very close behind in third. Let's see what sort of speed that the leaders obtain here. 205, 206. I think Steve Morgan was easily able to match Lucas Evans' 206 there because he's making a move on the inside. Down the backstretch here on lap 4. Running side by side with Lucas Evans. That's a very impressive view there. Chris Harvey really coming out of nowhere and making his presence known. Riding more. Sorry about that, folks. OBS crashed. So first the game, and now OBS. I don't think OBS has ever crashed on me before, but well, hopefully that didn't. Hopefully that didn't really. What am I trying to say here? I hope that we all still had a good view of Steve Morgan and Chris Harvey now getting past Lucas Evans on lap 5. Watch the GOAT here. I think GOAT actually struggling a little bit through the turns here, not lapping nearly as quickly as we were seeing in practice. Again, we'll watch. He only gets up to 200, and Steve Morgan was at 205 there, but I believe Artie's slowing for the turn. So yeah, well, look at that, 180 through the turn there, very consistent. I think the GOAT definitely is faster through the turns here, but I mean, it seems as if the people behind him really have him on the straights. Into the turns here. Morgan matching so far. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Much better acceleration. So how the GOAT is in the lead is really anyone's guess, but guess we might just have to chalk it up to some bad laps so far. GOAT will probably benefit greatly from burning off fuel, given his setup. I found that adding grill tape actually made me a bit slower, if that even makes sense. According to Tally's NASCAR setup guide, higher tire pressures make the car faster, but less grippy. I think that's what he said about the tires. That, yeah, and lower pressures make the tires grippier but slower. Makes the car slower. I don't know how much I believe that. Obviously, if I had more time, I would tinker around with it a bit more. But basically, I was in a rush because I got annoyed that I'd forgotten to save the results from practice, qualifying, and happy hour. Although in the first qualifying, I also got pole position. So happy days for me, of course. Look at that again. Morgan all the way up to 200, and the GOAT. Alright, so this is really bloody annoying. First, OBS crashed, so I decided to update it, because it keeps pushing me for an update every time I open it. And then, the game crashed too! Just what I needed. Alright, let's get back here. Was that it? Yeah, I think this was where we were. Okay, so, as I was saying, in fact, I think this tied directly into what I was trying to say. There've been a couple occasions where I didn't save the race results and replay and then exit out from the race page to completely save the results. So basically, I would film the video from the race weekend screen instead of showing you the replay as I'm doing right now. And sometimes during the recording of those videos, the game crashed, and it didn't save the result of the race. So I had to do the race over again. I think that happened at, I'm trying to remember the specific race that it happened, but for some reason I feel like Darlington was one of them. Maybe Richmond as well, which sort of informed my decision to do Richmond again while just drunk. So, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. We've had to shift our attention away from Chris Harvey, making the move into second place from Steve Morgan. Lucas Evans immediately pouncing to get past both Morgan and Harvey here. Morgan stuck on the outside behind Harvey. Lucas Evans coming back to second here very quickly. Lyle Austin and Joey Trickle following quite close behind. Also I restarted the computer, basically. Hoping that might alleviate our issues with OBS crashing. Was that Steve Morgan bottoming out? I think there was just a bottoming out there, not scraping the wall. don't think he was very close to the wall there. But yeah, Lucas Evans' move has not panned out. Chris Harvey holding second here. Good stuff. The GOAT has a gap of just under 2 seconds, so it's nothing commanding here. Nothing like, again, nothing like what we saw in Las Vegas or California, but better resembling what we saw in Chicagoland, actually. Wait, there was something before that. .25% race distance complete. Once again, a bit distracted here because I'm trying to text my dad, who's visiting my great-grandma. Good stuff here. But yeah, as I was saying, this not Chicagoland, Indianapolis. This is much more like the GOAT's domination of Indianapolis, where yeah, he led from pole. There were a few laps under caution that he didn't lead. Well, actually, a couple of laps after the caution. It took him a bit of time to get back into the lead, so he only led 34 of the 40 laps, but could well be looking on for it again. Meanwhile, Lucas could be looking well on to overtake Steve Morgan here. Lyle Austin running 5th here. Not a car you usually see at the top of the field, but well, again, this is a guy going toe-to-toe with Evans, and who's giving Trickle a bit of trouble. Again, this may be more of an indication of Jasper Motorsports struggling in the latter half of the season there. Definitely a very dominant force in the early parts here with Samaya and Trickle both getting good results. Samaya always looking the better of those two. Of course, he won the All-Star race, he won the Coca-Cola 600, and he dominated the New England 300 in the same style that the GOAT would do at Indianapolis. So again, nothing quite like the GOAT just lapping the entire field at Las Vegas and California, which was very impressive, no doubt. But combined with the GOAT's penchant for DNFs this season, you know, or just piss poor results after crashes, usually of his own doing, of his own making, that's the reason why he isn't topping the table right now. In fact, Patrick Smith has presently has a points lead of about 300 ahead of Eric Monaco, who's currently running much higher in the field than Smith. Smith runs 15th, Monaco's 7th. We'll go through your running order here in a moment. In fact, Monaco's caught up to Joey Trickle. He's about to give him a run for his money. Heading into turn 3 here. It's not quite the opportunity for the move yet. I'm sure it'll be coming soon, but yeah, Patrick Smith has a 300-point lead over second in the points table. And the GOAT, I think he's back in 8th right now, or so. Maybe he was 10th. No, it was it was 11th, right? Yeah, 11th, because Max Davis won the race and was right behind the GOAT in the points table somewhere. So yeah, despite the GOAT winning at Indianapolis, what was effectively a DNF, although he did technically finish the race with a smoking engine, compared to Max Davis's win at Watkins Glen, put Davis ahead of the GOAT in the points. So yeah, the GOAT, despite having 7 wins this season, is well, been very on and off, because he's also had, hasn't he had 7 DNFs? We'll just go ahead and consult the previous race right here. Take a look at the standings, the statistics and such. Yeah, so the GOAT has 7 wins, only 7 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. Compare that, of course, to Patrick Smith's 2 wins, 12 top 5s, and 17 top 10s. So that basically means that all of the GOAT's top 5s have been his race wins. And besides that, he's only had 2 more top 10s. But yeah, 7 DNFs. Not great. I mean, yeah, wins are wins, but, well, even though the GOAT was really aiming to achieve consistency this season in particular, that line through turn 3 there, is anything but. That was hard to hear. So the GOAT definitely struggling for tire wear at present. Hold on. Getting another text from my dad, communicating about the situation with the dogs and whatnot, making sure that they get fed and let out before they're put in the crate, before I leave to work in an hour. Alright. Yeah. Okay. So, take a look at your running order here. The GOAT leads the race. What the hell's Chris Harvey on the apron here. Looking like entering the pits. This is strange. I mean, yeah, Chris Harvey slowing like heavily there. Maybe a problem with the car. Well, that's absolutely disastrous for Chris Harvey here. This doesn't look like a typical green flag pit stop. Of course, you need a splash of fuel to make it to the end of the race, apparently, but those tires will definitely be quite worn pushing them through the turns on this racetrack. So that's yeah, Chris Harvey getting tires. So yeah, I guess we have to wait for the GOAT and everybody else to get past Chris Harvey. Although, yeah, Chris Harvey's already shown off of off that little leaderboard there. Alright, well, I guess Harvey must have sorted out his problems there. Perhaps it was a tire puncture or something. Not sure, but that puts him in 39th. Joe Allen running 40th. Actually, Joe Allen also made a pit stop like this, but we didn't notice because I had no idea where Joe Allen was. For all I know, he qualified last, who knows, but I'm pretty sure Allen actually did well in qualifying. Somewhere in the top 20, I think? Yeah. But now he's past Chris Harvey. So yeah, your running order here. The GOAT leads the race, of course. Steve Morgan second. Lucas Evans third. Eric Monaco fourth. Lyle Austin fifth. Joey Trickle sixth. Yeah. Gerald Pepper seventh. Trying to get past Joey Trickle here. Christian Bracken 8th. Remember, she started second this race. Mathis Wells 9th, and Gil Samaya rounds out your top 10. Pepper beats Trickle to the line for 6th here. And Trickle looks like he's about to lose position to Christian Bracken as well, carrying a lot more speed through turn 1 and turn 2 now. 11th is Thomas. White and Davis run side by side, 12th and 13th. Smith, Jana Fogelman, Wolf, Flobo, Reggie Fogelman, Voiles and Spurley round out your top 20. You see cars diving to the inside down the backstretch here, going for the overtakes into turn 3. Very nice pattern forming there, but well, it seems that none of them have been successful. Riley Spurley going for 19th place here could actually have the move done. Not looking this way for Reggie Fogelman. Spurley definitely has a chance though. But anyway, Samit Özkan runs 21st, Matthew Burnett 22nd, Ibrahimian, Hicks, Zane, Shadavald, Langestein, Shawwall, Whitlock, Lego. Who else? Yeah. Cropley, Jenkins, Johnson, PK, Sato, Allen, Harvey, Taiki, and Franco. This is last year field, it seems. Yeah. Well, unfortunately for Allen and Harvey, they are one lap down now and finding themselves at the back of the field, still on the lead lap. Montero Salin runs last of the cars on the lead lap. And yeah, the GOAT still leads. We completely missed Lucas Evans getting back into second past Steve Morgan because we're too busy focusing on the rest of the field. This always happens to us. It's sort of a hallmark of my videos here. Gil Samaya going for 9th on Mathis Wells possibly here, but back to what's unfolding right here. Steve Morgan falling from 2nd to 4th. Eric Monaco able to get by. Gerald Pepper 6th still. Looks like he has 5th place from Lyle Austin. Past the halfway point of this race, of course. Allen and Harvey have a long way to go if they want to get themselves back onto the lead lap here. Kind of does seem like all these moves were successful. I think Wolf was able to get past Jana Fogelman, right? Reggie Fogelman was able to get past Flobo, and Spurley successfully passed Daniel Voiles, who dropped to 21st. Samet Özkan now in 20th. Matthew Burnett possibly to complicate matters. I don't think that's going to be the case for now, but as you can see, pack of 4 running here. You got the 2 Jasper Motorsports cars running with Matt Swells and Christian Bracken. I think he's a little bit more spaced out, though. Eric Monaco could very well be going for that second place spot that Evans currently occupies. Got something of a 3-car tandem here behind Joey Trickle. Wells and Samaya both backing out. Well, actually stepping out. Let's see how well that goes for them. Samaya to Wells inside. Wells is inside. Gotta make sure we use the correct grammar and such here. The leaders show no sign of coming into the pits anytime soon. Take a look at pit lane there. None of them involved. Samaya has been able to get past Mathis Wells for 9th here. Things again looking a bit spread out. Lyle Austin catching up to... Okay, so yeah, now we missed Eric Monaco and Steve Morgan getting past Lucas Evans. Lucas Evans now the one struggling a bit there. We missed that overtake because we were too busy focusing on Gil Samaya. Oh, that's the helicopter! Oh my days, I got absolutely terrified there. I was hearing what appeared to be an alien spaceship hovering over Brooklyn, Michigan, but it's just a helicopter. Not quite as... caution's out. Ashley Schadewald into the wall. Let's have a look at this. What went wrong here? Ah, Chris Harvey into turn 1, too deep. Sends Schadewald into the wall. That's a lot of damage to the rear end. Doesn't look too bad on the side there, but fortunately, Schadewald was not then sideswiped in disastrous fashion, as is very typical for cars that find themselves sideways in the turns during these races lately. But that's just under caution, and that's definitely really bad news for Joe Allen and Chris Harvey. There's Harvey. As you can see, they have been cutting their way through the field. Harvey able to get past position 23, Dylan Abrahamian, but now everybody on the lead lap is going to be coming into the pits to get their tires and fuel. Allen and Harvey, for whatever reason, had to pit early. But that's just going to be their undoing. Seems as if they have no chance in this race. They get picked up with the rest of the field. They're not going to be able to get past the pace car. And they're going to have to start on the inside line when we restart here. Also, if they decide to pit, they have to wait until the next lap, because the leaders are on pit road right now. Yes, Sabrina Lego also has that dotted pattern there. I'm not sure what exactly that's supposed to signify. But yeah, here we go. We'll watch the GOAT making his pit stop here. See how good it is. That's a 15.4 for the GOAT. He beats Monaco out of pit road. Morgan, Pepper, Samaya, Evans, Thomas, Wells, Austin, Trickle, Davis. Okay, I kind of lost count there. I was doing so well, but yeah, Davis, Smith, Jana Fogelman, White, Spurley, Özkan. I mean, look at this. Eric Monaco able to complete his pit stop, but not able to beat the GOAT out of pit road. I mean, yeah, let's check this out. We can go on board with Monaco here. Yeah, his pit stall is no. Yeah, wasn't he outside the top 20? I think he was. Yeah, it looks like it. Lots of pit stalls in front of him, but he had the GOAT with the first pit stall in pit road. Just a straight shot out. And yeah, good stuff there. So, we'll restart on lap 34. Shadowald is still in the race, so all 40 cars still out on track here. It seems as if Harvey and Allen were able to unlap themselves, so they will be starting on the outside line. In fact, there's basically no inside line. We're single file, in essence, but they're very liable to be lapped by your race leader, the GOAT. Monaco will restart second here. Morgan third, Pepper fourth, and Samaya fifth. Evans, Thomas, Wells, Austin, Trickle, Davis, Smith, White, Bracken, Jaina Fogelman, Spurley, Wolf, Özkan, Reggie Fogelman, and Flobo make up the rest of your top 20. Behind them will be Burnett, Zane, Ebrahimian, Hicks, Voiles, Jenkins, Whitlock, Langestein, Shawbaugh, Johnson, Lego, Sato, PK, Sallin, Cropley, Franco, Taiki, and Shadowald. We'll actually just skip through this. I'm not really in a time crunch, but I might as well get this over with as quickly as possible. We restart here on lap 35. Yeah, 35 actually, not 34. Of course, Harvey and Allen still on lap 34. They go immediately moving to the inside. Those two to the outside, actually, which is quite surprising. But, yeah, here comes the GOAT. Harvey blocking his line out of turn 2 here. Monaco looking like he has more pace here, actually. He definitely does. Allen to pose no issue for him. Perhaps for Lucas Evans. Lucas Evans getting stuck behind Joe Allen here. Gerald Pepper has a door open to get through. But more importantly, yeah, Monaco outpacing the GOAT on the straights here. The GOAT trying to follow behind Harvey. He blocks off Monaco. And very fortunately, timed it quite correctly. Oh dear. Oh dear, the GOAT with a worldie of a defensive move there. That could have been an absolute disaster if Monaco were any sort of a distance closer to the rear end of that car there, but oh dear. Now Monaco might have to deal with Chris Harvey now. He has to deal with Chris Harvey and Samaya bumping his way through. Not bumping his way through, but nudging his way, getting the nose in there and preventing Monaco from covering off the inside. Gerald Pepper to the inside now. He's going to make it 3 wide. Down the front stretch here, heading into turn 1. 3 wide, Pepper, Samaya, and Monaco. Evans behind. Evans jumping to the inside there. It's not enough to get past Mathis Wells. Wells will have that position, but it almost looks as if Evans was about to spin across Wells' front bumper there, and that could have been an absolute shit show. Almost looked as if things were developing into 3 wide once again, but look at this. Monaco, the biggest loser here, falling multiple positions. Now here comes Samaya and Pepper trying to get past Chris Harvey, who definitely caused drivers behind the GOAT quite a little bit of trouble. You probably remember when Jenkins and Harvey were preventing the GOAT running third in Rockingham from getting anywhere near the leaders in that race. I forget who they were, but I think Monaco was leading that race, and second was Mathis Wells, actually. Well, look at this. Gerald Pepper fighting Gil Samaya. This is something you certainly wouldn't have seen 10 races ago, but there he goes, toe-to-toe with the Jasper Motorsports Ford Taurus there. Samaya is outpacing him for the moment. Like it's 3 wide once again. Evans trying to get back into the show. Samaya with a nose in front. Down the backstretch, he definitely has better acceleration, Samaya does. And Pepper's going to maintain that inside line. Samaya able to file in front, denying Pepper the opportunity. More importantly, Evans back into 4th here. Monaco dropping to 5th. Chris Harvey stuck on that outside line. Definitely got a bit of a fast car here, but definitely going to be causing problems for the rest of the drivers in the top 10. There he goes, falling back. Chris Harvey's stint at the front of the field is over. Joe Allen falling farther behind. Look at him, almost near the back of the pack now. And a lap down. Colin Cropley running last of this little field here. Shadowald definitely with a Definitely with a car dragging there. Is not lapping nearly as quickly, but more importantly, what happened to Gil Samaya? We totally missed. Okay, we'll actually rewind here and watch Samaya lose 2 positions. That must be quite interesting. Okay, so we're back on lap 40 here. Pepper and Evans to the inside, down the front stretch. Evans making it 3 wide. Not quite what we saw previously there, but Samaya getting shunted to the outside really by both Evans and Pepper. Even Monaco having an opportunity to get past. But yeah, it's Pepper and Evans now. Again, Samaya losing 2 places there. Evans back into 3rd. Pepper running 2nd for the first time this race. It's 10 laps to go for the GOAT. 10 laps for Gerald Pepper, Lucas Evans, and Gil Samaya now. Here comes Eric Monaco. Austin runs 6th, Thomas 7th, Morgan 8th, Smith and Wells side by side for 9th there. Everybody else following, again, very closely behind. Harvey back to the inside line here, but yeah, again, not racing for position. His day's basically over. It's just a formality getting back to the finish line now. Meanwhile, Evans running the inside through turns 3 and 4. Pepper able to defend the position from the outside. Carrying more speed here. In fact, Samaya has more speed than Evans, it looks like. Let's take a look at their speed trap here. 205, 206 for Gerald Pepper. Yes, Samaya loses a place to Eric Monaco. He could have lost a place to Lyle Austin there, but I guess Austin didn't carry enough speed through turn 2. So Samaya was able to defend 5th place there. Very exciting up here at the front. Could Evans be on for a 4th straight 2nd place finish? 8 laps to go. There he goes to the inside. Pepper gives way. Oh, was that him scraping the wall? Did he scrape the wall just now? Hold on. Surely. Oh, I guess not. Was that the GOAT? I don't know. Let's take a look at the GOAT speed trap. Only 199. Oh, he's blitzing through turn 3 there. That was impressive. That was crazy. Let's... Oh, well... Yeah, okay. And we missed... And we missed Evans' successful overtake. Let's come back here. Yeah, Evans on the inside. Remember, the GOAT made it to 199. Evans has drafting support. He reaches 201 very briefly there. But slowing, look at that, slowing much more than the GOAT. Remember, the GOAT was running 183 through turn 4 there. Evans slowing all the way down to 177 through turns 1 and 3. But more importantly, he's back in 2nd place, ladies and gentlemen. Gerald Pepper now falling behind. Monaco up to 3rd and Gil Samaya up to 4th. Once again, if he can make the move stick on Gerald Pepper, Pepper's not going to give that up very easily. Morgan on the inside. Getting past Lyle Austin. Thomas following closely. Wells in front of Davis here. Flobo and... lots of contact there with Trickle and Bracken. That could have definitely been a terrible crash to end the race there. Definitely would have complicated things by perhaps causing a caution, not unlike that at Indianapolis that forced a 1-lap shootout, which I think is really dumb, but whatever. Samaya makes the move stick on Pepper. Down to 5th from 2nd. Possibly about to lose 5th to Steve Morgan here. 6 laps to go. We haven't had a chance to look at your running order here, but yes, all 40 cars still left in the race. How about your fastest lap times? 36.497 from the GOAT, whose last lap is 36.816. The GOAT slowing to about 180, perhaps even 179. Through turns 3 and 4. Down the front stretch here. 37.904, so definitely much slower. And again, only making it to 202 before having to slow for the turn. Evans was up to 204, so, and his lap time is much faster, so he could very well be catching up here. Who knows? 5 laps to go for the GOAT. How do I put this? Apparently I'm running out of fuel. Apparently a splash of fuel during the pit stop wasn't enough. and the game is recommending to me a splash, despite showing that for the most part my projected laps is just higher than the laps to go. So 4 laps to go. The GOAT possibly about to run out of fuel. He has no inch to conserve it. He needs to continue just gassing it, just push that car, because as soon as Evans smells blood in the water, he's going to go for it. Evans wants that first win of the season very badly now. The GOAT looking at his 8th. The gap looking too great for now. Meanwhile, Gerald Pepper coming back at Gil Samaya. Pepper just going toe-to-toe with the leaders here, really proving himself in that car. I mean, yeah, we would have never seen anything like this in that Aaron's Dream Machine, but Gerald Pepper's 2005 Busch Series Old Spice Chevy Monte Carlo just tearing it up here. Morgan able to get past Gil Samaya. Samaya perhaps a little bit unnerved by the thought of Pepper being so high up the field. Especially at this point in the season, when every top 5, every top 10 is it's got to be done. You gotta take what you can get. You gotta really push yourself. The GOAT can't even get to 203. What is that about? Evans up to 205 there. Also with Monaco maybe. Eln and Schonewald at the back of the field here. Apparently, yeah, Schonewald's a lap down now. Not sure what that's about. But now it looks like Schonewald's going to end up finishing last. Not that that's going to serve as much consolation to Allen or Harvey, who, again, had to pit for some reason very early on. And got absolutely screwed over when the caution came out. Thanks, of course, to Chris Harvey, to be fair. But yeah, white flag is out. Remains to be seen if the GOAT will make it to the finish line here. I think he's still got it. You can take a look at his cockpit cam here. That fuel light is on. Lucas Evans with his fuel pressure firmly close to 9 there. The GOAT's dropping down to 3. Oh, he has it done. Oh, we missed it. The GOAT wins the GFS Marketplace 400. Giving us maybe a little bit of a scare there, but 8 wins this season. What an absolutely excellent performance from the GOAT. Led the whole race from pole. Didn't lap the whole field. Lucas Evans finishes 2nd for the 4th race in a row. A 2nd place finish at this point in the season is a 2nd place finish. 170 points is nothing to scoff at. I'll bet that Evans is nonetheless quite disappointed that he couldn't really make an opportunity to go for the race win today. The lights are out on the pace car. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that happened. What went wrong here? Something with the GOAT. Who would have guessed? Let's have a look at this. Ah, okay. The GOAT coasting because he's running out of fuel. And, okay, Mathis Wells just piles right into him. That's great. And that appears to cause a bit of a kerfuffle. Yeah, there's Mozane, Harry Langestein getting involved. Okay, so yeah. Voiles, Burnett, Zane, Langestein. Trying to make a cue to get into pit road there. I think Reagan Whitlock avoided damage. Hicks and Ebrahimian, not so much. White gets a touch. PK as well. Jenkins piles into Johnson's rear end. Footlego, meanwhile. What went wrong with Footlego? Footlego just ramming into Jenkins's rear end there. Well, that's certainly a little extra piece of entertainment for the end of the race. But yeah, as you can see, the GOAT's still able to do his victory donuts and his Polish victory lap. Yep, he stopped there because Stasio Piquet was still out on track, possibly out of fuel as well, but yeah, as you can see, the rev indicator is trembling there because there is basically nothing but fumes left in that fuel tank. Well. The GOAT goes to victory lane once again. How shocking could that be? Yep, PK stuck in his pit stall there. But anyways, take a look at your results here. The GOAT wins, led all 50 laps, 185 points. Very nice. Lucas Evans second. Eric Monaco, that's right, he started 27th and finished third today. Quite a testament to Monaco's ability. He may not have qualified well, but he certainly raced like a champion. Even though I think it was Isaiah Monaco who won the AAA Cup Series back in 2017. Gerald Pepper, 4th place. Very good. Steve Morgan started 5th and finished 5th. Very nice. Lyle Austin up 2 places, finishing 6th. Samaya, Thomas, 7th and 8th. Both finished higher than they started. I bet they'll be happy about that. Of course, Samaya probably would have wanted to go for the race win today, but apparently just did not have it in him. Eli Wolf started 4th, finished 9th. Not a great performance, but I'm sure he'll still be happy with the top 10. Mathis Wells beating out Max Davis for the last place in the top 10. Patrick Smith finishes 12th. Flobo 13th. Bracken, heartbreak. Started 2nd, finished only 14th. Özkan 15th from 25th. Very nice. Trickled down to 16th from 9th. Reggie Fogelman only losing 1 position there. Spurley 18th. Jaden Fogelman started and finished 19th. Daniel Voiles down to 20th from 14th. Also no doubt disappointment. Burnett, Zane, Langestein, Whitlock, Hicks, Ebrahimian, Shalbois, White, PK, Johnson, Sato, Jenkins, Taiki, Franco, Cropley, Lego, and Sound finished on the lead lap today. Harvey, Allen, and Schoeneveld all came home 1 lap down. So again, everybody managed to finish the race today, which is rather impressive. But yeah, definitely just a forgettable race for Harvey and Allen, who again, for reasons unbeknownst to me, had to pit early and weren't able to make up the deficit there. Schoeneveld, of course, was taken out by Chris Harvey around lap 30 or so, which brought out the caution that effectively doomed Harvey and Allen, because if the race had stayed green, they could have very well found themselves at the top of the field once again. Of course, everybody else would have had much newer tires, but Harvey and Allen probably would have had some distance to make up. Take a look at your standings here. Patrick Smith's standings lead drops from 300 all the way down to 266. Let's go back here and take a look at these results again. Yeah, Monaco finishing 3rd. Patrick Smith only 12th. That would explain it quite nicely, I think. Yeah, so Eric Monaco 2nd, Samaya 3rd, Bracken 4th, Trickle 5th, Voiles 6th, Burley 7th, the GOAT back in the top 10, 8th there. Harvey 9th, Özkan 10th, Davis kicked out of the top 10. Once again, his hold on it was very tenuous anyways, arguably. He did finally get his race win, but yeah, hold on 1 second. Where did he finish today? 11th. Not even that bad, but compared to the GOAT's win and his 10 extra points, I guess. Wolf 12th, Wells 13th, Evans up to 14th. Yeah, he has 8 top 5s this season, 4 of them coming in the last 4 races, of course, with 4 consecutive second place results. After 2 poles as well. He'll get it someday. Lucas Evans will get that win at some point. It's got to happen, unless the GOAT has anything to say about it. Reggie Fogelman 15th, Steve Morgan 16th, Matthew Burnett 17th, Andy Thomas 18th, Estasio PK and RU Tanky round out the top 20 in the standings. Your bottom 20 are Schoeneveld, Jaden Fogelman, Langestein, Flobo, Zane, Cropley, Hicks, Salin, Lego, Jenkins, Sharpwa, Ebrahimian, Austin, Sato, Allen, Pepper. Yeah, top 5 today. Johnson, Whitlock, White, and still in last place, Adalberto Franco. Now, fun fact for you, I ran the numbers, and theoretically, everybody still has a mathematical chance of taking home the AAA Cup Series title, because the cutoff basically would be 1,467 points. So theoretically, if, say, for the sake of simplicity, Adalberto Franco were to win the next 13 races with 10 extra points, and Patrick Smith were to finish all 13 races in 40th, then Adalberto Franco would win the Cup. It's a bit crazy, but yeah, definitely a very difficult ask from the bottom 20 in the standings. Of course, Martini, Sevilla, and McGregor are actually mathematically ineligible, but I don't think anybody really cares, unfortunately. Let's just do the math real fast once again. So, okay, all right, let's see. 13 times 185 minus 13 times 43 is 1,846. Okay, 1,846, which is where this little extra thing here, LDR, points distance to the leader, comes in handy, as you can see. Okay, where was it? Right there. Yeah, 1846. As you can see, Franco under 1846 points away from Patrick Smith. So, yeah, I guess I'll keep you updated on that thing there. In fact, we could just do 13 times 185 minus 43. 185 minus 43 being 142. Cool. All right, well, anyways, next race of the season, the Bristol Night Race, the Sharpie 500. And that one is most definitely shaping up to be a cracker. After that, we have another night race, the Mountain Dew Southern 500 at Darlington. And then another night race at Richmond International Raceway, the Chevy Rock and Roll 400. And then we're back to New Hampshire. Bummer. But then Dover night race, the Massive Banter NASCAR Amateur America 400. We're back to Talladega with the EA Sports 500. We'll have the Banquet 400 at Kansas. We'll have the UAW GM Quality 500 at Lowe's. Ignore this photo because it's going to be a day race. Subway 500 at Martinsville. Bass Pro Shops Massive Banter NASCAR Amateur 500 at Atlanta. Under the lights. Checker Auto Parts 500 at Phoenix. Pop Secret Microwave Popcorn 400 at North Carolina Speedway. You got another night race. And then your last race of the season will be the Ford 400 under the lights at Homestead, Miami. Of course, we still have a long way to go from there, but yep, definitely coming up on the last quarter of the season. So, again, it's time for everybody to really get in gear and perform like champions if they want to be crowned champion. It's been Hanafuda. It's been a time and a half, an honor, and I'll see you in the next video.